Charlotte Hornets franchise has been around for 30 years, but it hasn't experienced any success. Exactly 20 years ago was the last time this franchise won at least 50 regular season games, and currently the team also owns the title of the worst season in NBA history by winning percentage, with only 7 wins in 66 games in the lockout-shortened 2011-2012 season. But the history isn't all bad. The franchise has made the playoffs 10 times, and the greatest player of all time is now the owner of the franchise. I know, I'm pushing. Hello everyone, hope you're doing better than my sick self, and today I want to tell you the full history of the Charlotte Hornets franchise. It all started in 1985, when the NBA announced that it plans to expand the league by 3 teams. One of the possible expansion teams was Charlotte. An entrepreneur, George Shinn, wanted to have an NBA team in Charlotte area, and one of the biggest reasons for having a team in Charlotte was the Charlotte Coliseum, which could fit 24,000 spectators, the largest arena for an NBA team. On April 5, 1987, David Stern called Shinn to tell that Charlotte will participate in the upcoming 1988-89 NBA season. The planning process started. The team was supposed to be named Charlotte Spirit, but after a name the team contest, it was called the Charlotte Hornets. The team chose teal as its primary color and had pinstripes on uniform, which at that time was something new. One thing wasn't right from the start though. Instead of investing into young players, team owner decided to go the other route by acquiring veterans to make the team competitive from day one. The 1988-89 season was a failure. Only 20 wins and 62 losses. The best players on the team were veterans, Kelly Tripucka, Kurt Rambis, and Rex Chapman. Next season was even worse. Charlotte managed to win only 19 games, but never mind the worst record, there were some positives. Youngsters, both 25 at the time, Muggsy Bogues and Del Curry, started to play more and produce more. Curry was averaging cool 16 points per game as a bench player, and Muggsy Bogues was averaging almost 11 assists per game as a super undersized point guard. In 1990-91 season, the team saw a minor improvement by winning 26 games, but the best decision came in the 1991 NBA draft, when Charlotte Hornets drafted power forward Larry Johnson with the first pick of that draft class. For the next 5 years, Johnson would become the cornerstone of the Charlotte Hornets franchise. With Larry Johnson averaging a double-double, Charlotte Hornets were better, but not quite a playoff team yet. 31 wins on the season, best season to date, but no playoffs. But then, they once again nailed the draft, as with the second overall pick, they took Alonzo Mourning. Charlotte now had an all-star frontcourt, an undersized but very good passer in Muggsy Bogues, an up-and-coming shooting guard in Kendall Gill, and a 6th Man of the Year candidate in Del Curry. The team finally looked like a good team, and the most important thing was that each of the core players was young. 1992-93 season was the first season the Charlotte Hornets franchise made the playoffs. They had their best regular season with 44 wins and even made all the way to the conference semifinals, where they lost to the New York Knicks. Next season, Charlotte was battling with injuries to their top stars in Mourning and Johnson. Subsequently, they won 41 games on the season and narrowly missed the playoffs. Charlotte bounced back in a big way for the 1994-95 season, as they won 50 games in the regular season, but failed in the playoffs, losing in the first round to the Chicago Bulls in 4 games. After the season, Charlotte shocked the basketball world by trading their best player and franchise face Alonzo Mourning to the Miami Heat for Glenn Rice, Matt Geiger, and Khalid Reeves. Surprises continued at the beginning of the 1995-96 season as well. One of the most popular players, Muggsy Bogues, got injured just 6 games into the season. And before the trade deadline, the recently acquired Khalid Reeves and Kendall Gill were traded for an all-star guard, Kenny Anderson. While all acquired players made contributions, the overhauling of the team left its mark. They won only 41 games and missed the playoffs once again. Kenny Anderson declined the extension, and Charlotte was about to start everything over again. They traded away their star in Larry Johnson for power forward Anthony Mason. That worked out. They also acquired Vlade Divac from the Los Angeles Lakers for the rights to rookie Kobe Bryant. That obviously didn't work out, as Kobe went on to become one of the greatest players in NBA history, while Vlade Divac was just a solid piece. But never mind the Kobe fail, Charlotte did have its best season as a franchise. They won 54 regular season games. Anthony Mason turned out to be a great addition. Glenn Rice was scoring almost 27 points per game. Vlade Divac was solid with 12 points and 9 rebounds per game. Muggsy was healthy, and Del Curry still was scoring off the bench. Once again though, Hornets failed in the playoffs. A first-round loss in 3 games against the New York Knicks. 1997-98 season started with a bang, as Hornets traded one of their original faces of the team, Muggsy Bogues, just 2 games into season. In exchange, they got point guard David Wesley and Bobby Phills. With the new starting lineup and some great play from Glenn Rice and Anthony Mason, Charlotte Hornets won 51 games, making back-to-back trips to postseason. This time, they went as far as the second round of the playoffs, where they lost to the Chicago Bulls. In a lockout-shortened 50-game season of 1998-99, Hornets traded their star Glenn Rice to the Lakers and managed to win 26 games, but failed to make the playoffs. For the next 3 years, Hornets would make the playoffs but get eliminated in the first or second round, and because of the low attendance numbers, it was decided to move the team to New Orleans. The part of the deal though was that Charlotte would get a new team 2 years later. For the next few years in New Orleans, the new team would make the playoffs but get eliminated rather quickly in the first or the second round. As promised, Charlotte got back their team in 2004. The new team would be named the Charlotte Bobcats, and in the 2004 expansion draft, Charlotte selected Gerald Wallace, Primož Brezec, and Jason Kapono. With the acquired second pick of the 2004 NBA draft, Charlotte selected Emeka Okafor. The new team was ready. Well, at least on paper they were. The season turned out to be the worst in franchise history, with only 18 wins in 82 games. All Charlotte had was some solid players, but no superstars. Emeka Okafor, however, won the Rookie of the Year award, averaging 15 points and 10 rebounds. In the 2005 draft, the Bobcats chose Raymond Felton and Sean May. The team improved just slightly and finished the season with 26 wins. After the season, Charlotte got some media attention when one of the greatest basketball players ever, Michael Jordan, bought a minority stake of the team. The greatest player ever couldn't deliver the success to the team, and even acquiring Larry Brown as the head coach didn't help. For the next 3 years, the team would see only minor improvements, but mostly it was stagnancy and missing the playoffs. The best the team could achieve was 35 wins in 2008-2009 season, and that was it. During the 2009-2010 season, Jordan became the first former NBA player to own the majority of a franchise. The move maybe somewhat encouraged Charlotte's players, and the team got to the playoffs again by winning 44 games in the regular season. It was a short trip though, a loss in the first round. Next 3 seasons were a wash. After a bad start to the 2010-2011 season, head coach Larry Brown was fired. Paul Silas didn't do much better, and the season ended with 34 wins. And then came the worst season in NBA history, where the Charlotte Bobcats won only 7 games, and up to this day hold the worst regular season winning percentage in NBA history. And the 2012-2013 season wasn't much better, with only 21 wins. Once again, Charlotte was changing head coaches, and this time it was Steve Clifford who got the gig. The move proved to be a good one, as Charlotte made the playoffs with 43 wins, but the most of the success definitely was because of the better talent. Kemba Walker, Al Jefferson, Gerald Henderson, and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. No superstars, but definitely better than what they had before. The playoffs were once again short, a loss in the first round. But some changes were coming. Before the 2013-2014 season, Jordan submitted a request to rename the team back to Charlotte Hornets, and the move was approved. For the next 4 years, back as the Charlotte Hornets, the team would be a borderline playoff team, but nothing more. Only 1 playoff appearance in 4 years and no draft games. This year, Charlotte Hornets are actually playing good, and one of their stars is playing great. Yes, I'm talking about Kemba Walker, who has been a fabulous player this season. But let's also remember that he's a free agent after the season, so what happens if he leaves? Michael Jordan hasn't converted his greatness as a basketball player into a great manager and owner, yet. Charlotte Hornets have some good pieces, but when will we see some real improvements? In my opinion, Kemba has to stay. Right now, he's the only marketable star in Charlotte. They also need to draft better. Besides the Kemba Walker pick in 2011, they have nothing to show for their draft success. The Charlotte Hornets franchise currently has the 5th worst all-time record in NBA history, with 988 wins and 1,260 losses. The Charlotte Hornets have only a 44% winning percentage. Can it get better? Can Michael Jordan bring success to Charlotte? I think there are positive signs. Bringing in an experienced basketball mind in Mitch Kupchak helps. You have a possible superstar on your team in Kemba Walker. All you have to do is draft better and win more. Sounds easy. What do you think, guys? Can Charlotte Hornets finally be better than a middle-of-the-pack team? What will it take for the franchise to finally achieve something greater than a first-round playoff exit? Leave a comment below, like this video, and subscribe for future NBA content. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Purple Prince, and I'm out.